Imagine trying to read a book, recognize a face, or perform your job while the world around you grows blurrier every year. For most of human history, that was simply a fact of life. As people aged, their vision often deteriorated. Reading became difficult. Detailed work became nearly impossible. Many craftsmen, scholars, and scribes were forced to abandon their professions because they could no longer see clearly. Today, billions of people wear glasses. They are so common that we barely notice them. Yet eyeglasses are one of the most life-changing inventions ever created. They have extended careers, preserved knowledge, accelerated scientific discoveries, and improved the lives of countless people around the world. This is the evolution of eyeglasses, and it begins long before glasses existed. 1000 BC, the first optical discoveries. Long before anyone invented glasses, humans noticed something strange. Certain transparent materials could magnify objects. Ancient civilizations in Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, and Rome experimented with polished crystals, glass, and water-filled vessels that altered the appearance of objects viewed through them. They did not fully understand optics, but they understood results. Objects could appear larger. Texts could become easier to read. These early discoveries laid the foundation for everything that followed. 50 AD. The Romans discover magnification. One of the earliest recorded observations comes from ancient Rome. Around 50 AD, the philosopher Seneca described reading text through a glass globe filled with water because it made letters appear larger. Later, Roman scholars observed that curved glass could magnify objects. These were not eyeglasses, but they revealed an important truth. Light could be manipulated. Human vision could be improved. The world looked different through glass. 1000 AD, the science of vision. A major breakthrough came around 1000 AD. The Arab scientist Ibn al-Haytham, often called the father of optics, published groundbreaking studies on vision and light. His work explained how light enters the eye and how images are formed. For centuries, many people believed the eyes emitted rays that allowed sight. Ibn al-Haytham demonstrated the opposite. Vision occurred because light entered the eye. His discoveries became some of the most influential scientific works of the Middle Ages. Without them, the invention of eyeglasses might have taken much longer. 1286. The first eyeglasses appear. Then came one of the most important moments in visual history. Around 1286, the first wearable eyeglasses appeared in northern Italy. No one knows exactly who invented them. Several names have been suggested, but the true inventor remains uncertain. What we do know is that these early glasses were designed primarily for people suffering from presbyopia, the age-related difficulty of seeing nearby objects. The lenses were convex, making reading easier. For scholars, monks, scribes, and merchants, the impact was enormous. People who might have stopped working could now continue reading and writing for years. Knowledge was preserved. Productivity increased. Careers were extended. The world changed. In the 1300s, eyeglasses spread across Europe. Throughout the 14th century, eyeglasses spread rapidly across Europe. Artists even began painting scholars and religious figures wearing spectacles, demonstrating their growing importance. Early glasses looked very different from modern versions. Many had no arms. Instead, users balanced them on the nose or held them by hand. Comfort was limited, but they worked, and that was enough. The 1500s, the Renaissance and better lenses. The Renaissance fueled demand for eyeglasses. Literacy increased. Books became more common following Gutenberg's printing press. More people were reading than ever before. At the same time, lens-making techniques improved significantly. Craftsmen became increasingly skilled at grinding and polishing glass. The quality of lenses improved. Vision became sharper. Glasses became more reliable. What had once been a luxury item slowly became a practical tool. 1608. The telescope changes optics forever. In 1608, Dutch spectacle makers helped trigger another revolution. Their work led to the invention of the telescope. Soon after, Galileo improved telescope designs and used them to make groundbreaking astronomical observations. While telescopes were not eyeglasses, they accelerated the science of optics dramatically. The better scientists understood lenses, the better eyeglasses became. The relationship worked both ways. Advances in one field improved the other. 1700s, the birth of modern frames. By the 1700s, eyeglasses were becoming more comfortable. One of the biggest improvements involved the frame itself. Instead of balancing lenses precariously on the nose, inventors developed side arms that rested over the ears. For the first time, glasses could remain securely in place during daily activities. This design seems obvious today. At the time, it was revolutionary. Many modern eyeglass frames still follow the same basic concept. 1784, Benjamin Franklin invents bifocals. One of the most famous innovations arrived in 1784. Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, was frustrated by constantly switching between different pairs of glasses. His solution was ingenious. He combined two lens prescriptions into a single pair. The upper section helped with distance vision. The lower section helped with reading. The bifocal lens was born. Millions of people still benefit from this idea today. 1800s, glasses become common. During the 19th century, eyeglasses became increasingly affordable. Industrial manufacturing improved production, optical science advanced rapidly, more people could access vision correction than ever before. Glasses were no longer limited to scholars and wealthy individuals. They became everyday tools. At the same time, eye examinations became more sophisticated, allowing prescriptions to be tailored more accurately to individual needs. 1887, the first contact lenses. The next major leap arrived in 1887. German glassblower F.A. Muller produced one of the earliest practical contact lenses. These early versions were large, uncomfortable, and difficult to wear, yet they demonstrated a remarkable possibility. Vision correction no longer needed to sit outside the eye, it could sit directly on it. Although widespread adoption remained decades away, the future had arrived. 1900s, the age of modern optometry. The 20th century transformed vision care. Eye examinations became standardized. Lens manufacturing became highly precise. New materials made glasses lighter and stronger. By mid-century, millions of people around the world wore glasses daily. At the same time, contact lenses improved dramatically. Plastic lenses replaced older glass designs. Comfort increased. Adoption accelerated. For many people, glasses were no longer the only option. 1959, the soft contact lens revolution. A major breakthrough came in 1959 when Czech chemists developed the first soft contact lens material. Unlike rigid lenses, soft contacts were dramatically more comfortable. This innovation helped contact lenses become mainstream. Millions embraced the freedom of correcting vision without visible eyewear. The 1970s and the 1980s, eyeglasses became fashion. Something interesting happened during the late 20th century. Eyeglasses stopped being purely medical devices. They became fashion accessories. Frames came in countless shapes, colors, and styles. Celebrities embraced them. Designers entered the market. For many people, glasses became part of personal identity. The invention had evolved beyond function. It became self-expression. The 1990s, laser eye surgery. Another revolutionary option emerged during the 1990s. Laser vision correction procedures such as LASIK offered the possibility of reducing or eliminating dependence on glasses and contacts. For millions of people, this seemed almost miraculous. The idea of permanently correcting vision would have seemed impossible to earlier generations. The 2000s. The digital age creates new challenges. Ironically, just as vision correction reached new heights, modern technology created new problems. Computers, smartphones, tablets, people began spending more time focusing on nearby screens than ever before. Digital eye strain became increasingly common. Blue light filtering lenses entered the market. Eye care adapted once again. 2013. Smart glasses enter the scene. Products like Google Glass introduced a new possibility. Eyeglasses could become computers. Information could appear directly in front of the user's eyes. Although early smart glasses faced challenges, they hinted at a future where vision correction and digital technology might merge. The 2020s, the future of vision. Today, eyeglasses are more advanced than ever. Modern lenses can darken automatically in sunlight. Some adjust focus dynamically. Others reduce glare, filter blue light, or improve contrast. Contact lenses continue evolving. Researchers are developing smart lenses capable of monitoring health conditions and displaying digital information. AI is improving eye diagnostics and helping detect diseases earlier than ever before. The future of vision correction is becoming increasingly intelligent. The future of eyeglasses, from ancient magnifying crystals to Roman experiments with curved glass, to the first spectacles around 1286, Benjamin Franklin's bifocals in 1784, soft contact lenses in 1959, laser eye surgery in the 1990s, and smart eyewear in the 2020s. The evolution of eyeglasses is really the story of humanity refusing to accept its limitations. For centuries, poor vision ended careers and restricted lives. Today, billions of people see the world more clearly because of a simple idea. A carefully shaped piece of glass can change a human life. And if history has taught us anything, the future of eyeglasses may involve much more than helping us see. It may help us understand the world itself. If you enjoyed this journey through the evolution of everyday inventions, be sure to subscribe for more stories about the objects and technologies that transformed human life. Because sometimes the inventions we look through are the very ones that help us move forward.